Hey, what's up amigos? How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Another Friday recipe today, so we're going to be doing pork schnitzel. In addition, we're going to do a quick one-day sauerkraut as well with white cabbage. So we're going to cook that out with some vinegar and some salt. So it's a very kind of quick way of doing it. Maybe you could argue it's not sauerkraut, but it's a great alternative if you're looking for a quick, easy, straightforward garnish to go with the pork schnitzel, yeah. In addition, we're also going to do a cucumber salad as well. I'm going to mix it up with some yogurt, some mint, and if we got some cheeky dill, we're going to pop a little bit of that in there as well. So very nice, easy, straightforward dish today. So hope you guys and gals are going to enjoy it, and it's going to be on the website tonight. So I'm going to edit it later on tonight on the website, and I'll let you guys know when it's up and ready. We're going to get ourselves some pork chops on the go, which we're going to pan out. But before I do that, I actually want to make the sauerkraut first, probably. So the quick sauerkraut. So we're going to quickly chop that up. I'm going to get that out of the fridge. We're going to salt it. We're going to put some vinegar in there and cook it down. So it's going to take about an hour. So this is a quick way of doing it, which is very similar, but obviously not the same. If you've got more time to do it, then obviously doing it over a span of a week, fermenting it and cook it and just leaving it to ferment the cabbage. Absolutely fantastic. But if you want to do a quick one, you want it here and there, this is a great alternative. Was it going well? Right, I'm going to take this this outer leaf off because it's looking a little bit grey, so, or a little bit wilted, shall I say. So get rid of that. Right, so what we're going to do is cut this in half, and we're pretty much going to remove the core. Now you can keep the core in if you want, but this is pretty damn tough. So I always take it out of the cabbage, just cut it at an angle, and you can just take it straight out. So it's just that little tiny tough part that you just don't want in there. So I always take it out. If you want to leave it in, that's fine. But I'm going to take out the root. So what we're going to do to make it easier, instead of like trying to chop it and you're like all over the place, make it easier for you guys. I can do it like that, which is fine, but I'm going to show you an easier way to do it. Take some of the layers off, cut it in half. So I want this nice and short. You can do it long if you want to, that's fine. And then you can just have more control over it. It's going to take a little bit longer, and then you can slice down up with a lot more ease and control, shall I say. I'm not going to use all of this, but I'm going to use the other part, so we can use this up. We're not going to use all of it today, though. So I'll probably, in the recipe, I'll probably only put like quarter of cabbage. If you want to make more, obviously you can do, it's up to you. But I'm just going to double up on it just for today, just for my own purposes. So we're going to get a large pan, and we're going to pop this onto the stove, onto a medium heat. We're going to chuck our cabbage straight in. 1 pinch of salt, probably going to go for 2 because I'm doubling the recipe today. There we go. Also, I want 120 ml of vinegar. Pop a lid on. I'm going to turn this down to a low heat as well. I'm just going to let that kind of steam away for about an hour. Keep an eye on it, give it a stir now and again, and that's pretty much it. It's very straightforward, very easy. Cabbage cooking on the stove here, so we sliced our cabbage down. Just has about 120 ml of vinegar and also a good 2 pinches of salt in there. And it's just steaming, cooking down. It's going to cook down for about an hour. So I'll rewind that. We'll go to the cucumber salad first. What we're going to do, I won't go too crazy with this cucumber salad. What I will do actually, cut this in half, and I'm going to scoop out the seeds. Now you can eat the seeds if you want to. I love the seeds, but just to give it a little bit more shape and texture, so we've got those nice little oval rounds, I'm just going to scoop them out. If you want to keep them whole, that's fine, no problem, whatever you prefer. So I'm just going to scoop that out. So what we're going to do is just pretty much just scrape some of that out. So we're going to slice this down. Right, so we're just going to cut these down. If you want to cut them down whole, leaving the seeds in, that's fine. I've just taken them out for today. Just mixing it up a bit, making it a little bit different for you guys and gals. You could even use your crinkle cutter if you wanted to, so we could crinkle cut some of these. Let's give this a nice little pinch of salt, so let's give that a mix up. Maybe a little touch more. So about probably 2 pinches. Don't want to make it too salty. Just enough to season it. It's just let that draw out any excess moisture before we start mixing yogurt and things in there. And we're going to get some mint. See if I've got some dill there. I'm going to chop up a bit of dill as well. Right, I'm going to give this a little bit of a wash. Even though it hasn't been outside, there hasn't been any bugs, it's been inside, but I always like to give it a wash anyway. Right, so I'm just gonna get a little bowl. Just pop this in here. So I'm gonna add a little touch of, I'm gonna say water, just to kind of thin this yogurt down a little bit, because it's a little bit on the thick side. Right, so I need to thin this down because this is a little thick. So we put about a tablespoon of Greek yogurt in here. We've also diced up about a tablespoon of mint and about a teaspoon of dill. We've also salted our cucumbers, ready to go. So I'm just going to add a little touch of water in this, just to kind of thin it down. I just want this to be coated, I don't want it to be like super thick. So I'm just adding a little splash of water, just to get to a nice little kind of coating consistency. I need to wash my salad next, and then we're going to pan out the pork. We're going to flour, egg, and breadcrumb it. So I'm just going to pull a little bit of leaves off for the salad. And what we're going to do is just give them a little bit of a wash, and then we'll just let them drain off on their own accords there. We're going to pan these out. But yeah, I saw them the other week, and I was just like, what? Really? Crazy price. So got it on special offer, $2.99. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some cling film. This one might be a little bit more of a thicker chop, but that's okay. So, right, there we go. We're going to leave this out because we're going to pan them very shortly. Right, so I need some eggs. I don't want to go too crazy with the eggs because we've got 4. So I'm going to go with 2 eggs. I want some flour, and I've also got some panko crumbs as well. We got our beautiful pork steaks, and we're going to pan them in the flour, nice and even coating, then the egg, and then the breadcrumb. So you want to keep one hand dry, one hand wet. Reason for it so it doesn't kind of clump together, so just bear that in mind. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but try your best. Right. Alright, so once that's nice and hot, I could do with a little touch more oil in there actually. So we do want to shallow fry this, and it's not quite shallow frying. There we go, that'll do. Right. Chatteroonies. It's time for that schnitzel cooking time. Look at that. Just going to get our hands in there, just give it a nice really kind of toss and a mix up. That's seriously good. You don't want to get it too hot, otherwise it's going to start spitting and spatting. So I'm going to start it off slow and low. So let's get that cooking anyway. Yogurt left over. There we go. A little bit more than that. That's a little stingy. I hope so. Pork schnitzel, we battered out with a hammer, or you can use a back of a pan or saucepan or whichever. So we flour, egg, and breadcrumbed it, and then we fried it in peanut oil for about 5 minutes each side, roughly about that, 5 to 7. It doesn't take too long. Took it out and drained it off onto kitchen roll. Obviously fried an egg, dead simple, dead easy, nothing complicated. The sauerkraut itself, the one-day sauerkraut, so we sliced the cabbage, salted it, vinegar, and then we put some water in there as well. Cooked it out, lid on, nice and gently, careful you don't caramelize it. I caramelized mine a little bit, hence why it's quite a little bit more darker than per usual, but that's fine, it's still got some great flavor to it. In addition, we made a mint, yogurt, and dill salad, cucumber salad, sorry. So we sliced up the cucumbers, took the seeds out, we salted them up just a couple of pinches, nothing too crazy. washed our salad, made the yogurt with the dill, mint, and yogurt, mixed it all together. There you go. Straightforward, dead simple, nothing too complicated. Amigos, thank you so much for the support. Love today. I always appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay happy. I will see you Monday for YouTube, if not Tuesday for more Twitch. Keep happy, safe, awesome, and I'll see you next week. Much love, guys and amigos. Bye for now.